Welcome to the Kemetic Chapel service. This series is an active service for kemetics, pagans, and any others who feel drawn to the Netjeru. There is a theme for each episode. These themes will include gods, an aspect of kemeticism, or inspiration from ancient Egypt. You are invited to light a candle, incense, and give offerings when those actions come up in service. However, this is completely optional and only suggested to add to your own personal experience at home. The service today will center on Sokar. We will begin with our opening prayer. Please be comfortable and breathe. Praise the great gods of creation. Born in the beginning, Zeptepi dwells in their presence, mighty within their moment. Sopdu has cast his eyes to the east. Sobek has raised his eyes to the west. The two mountains beckon, praising she who comes between them, mistress of the valley, lady of life. Today we will talk about Sokar. In a culture that venerates ancestors and many deities of the dead, it can be easy to overlook Sokar. There are many extremely popular death-oriented deities. Sokar is often depicted as a sparrowhawk, mummified sparrowhawk-headed man, or mummified sparrowhawk-headed man. He has many associations with other deities, but most notably with Ptah and with Seir, also known as Osiris. Sokar's primary cult center was Memphis and its necropolis. He was worshipped as a deity over the dead and death. In the evolution of his worship, Sokar transformed and was absorbed by other deities. He became at first Ptah Sokar, then Sokar Wasir, but retained all three identities in the triple aspected deity of Ptah Sokar Wasir. In this triple aspect, he contained all cycles of life, from creation to death to rebirth. Sokar is associated with the nocturnal sun and the journey of the sun through the duat. During the festival known as the Wasir Mysteries, there are many events that take place. Sokar features in many of these events as a deity linked to not only death, but Wasir. Planting onions for Sokar is one noted festival activity. There is also a procession of Sokar that includes many other deities processing with him. Some of these deities include Nefertem, Sekhmet, Bast, Hethert, and Shezemtet. Today, Sokar is still celebrated in his role as a death god. His connections to Ptah and Wasir are also honored in many devotees' practices. You are invited to light incense and give offerings at this time. The offerings are placed, the incense is burned, for the pleasure of Sokar, just as the lotus is at the nose of Ra. Praises are given to Sokar, the Lord of the West, radiant one in his time. Hail, Bull of the West, Sokar, who emerged at the beginning. Be adorned in every gemstone, you master of amulets, you Lord of light. As we conclude our service, let us take a moment of quiet. I invite you to close your eyes and begin some deep breathing. Today, we have connected with the gods and ancestors. We have actively sought their presence in our day. We have engaged in the active participation and establishment of Ma'at. Our breath is restored to us by the Netjeru. May we use it well. Now we will conclude the service with a prayer. So Nut swallows Ra, Sobek descends into his lake, Wasir Ra rides upon his bark. It is the time of renewal, and the promise of Zeptepi. May every prayer be heard by the gods within their shrines at the moment of rebirth. Thank you for joining me today in celebration and reflection of the Netjeru. I hope this service has allowed you to better connect with the gods in the land of Kemet. May you go out into the world with Ma'at in your heart and live well.